We believe in you.
We believe in you, yes, definitely.
Okay, and I believe we're ready to head over to sinister1, who will kick off our classic NES block. So thanks very much, guys.
All right, are we good?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, what's up, everybody? I'm sinister1. I've got Dexter with me.
Yeah. Hello, hello.
And Andy. They're going to be racing Batman later, as was just mentioned. But for right now, we're going to play some Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, so I hope you guys are ready. And we're going to get started here. We're actually going to do this in with real time. Normally, this game is timed with a game timer, but that's a little hard to do. So we're just going to use real time. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Everybody's rooting for Little Mac. So in this game, it looks like a very, very simple game, but it's actually very complicated, and it's all about manipulating your opponent's guard and taking the fight to them. So you'll notice right now, Glass Joe's gloves are low, so that means I can hit him in the face, and he's not going to block. Look at that. He waits 4 punches before I block. And if his guard is high, then you can hit him in the stomach 3 times and he won't block. But we're going to wait here. We're going to do a buffer strat. And this strat is guaranteed to knock him down at 42.00 every single time. A buffer strat is essentially when you're doing a fixed set of movements. So there you can actually buffer your punches. So you can do the first punch by pressing up and B, and then you can just hold B and your next punch will immediately come out the first frame possible. And you're going to see that a lot. So Glass Joe, this game teaches you really well. Glass Joe kind of just teaches you the basics of, how to punch your opponent, a little bit about their guard. Von Kaiser can block a little bit better than Glass Joe, but we're going to try to hit him a bunch of times in a row. There we go. So normally he should have blocked a lot of those hits, but I'm actually secretly manipulating his guard by tapping up at very specific points in the fight there. And there's a lot of randomness in this game, so you're not going to see a ton of it early on, but for instance, there's a random star I could have gotten against Von Kaiser there. It's 50% likely, so we lost the coin flip there. No big deal. Just loses a little bit of time. So that's Von Kaiser. Quick and easy. And we're already coming up to Piston Honda, who is the champion of this minor circuit. And Piston Honda is somebody that you can get a lot of stars off of. And the star punch is that fancy punch that Mac kind of winds up for. Deals a lot of damage. And there's a lot of nuance with the star punch. It can actually deal more damage at certain times than others. So you really have to be careful about timing your star punches or doing them in the right sequence. So this guy gives a lot of stars. And they're not random, for the most part. So we're just loading up on stars. And then unloading on him. Okay, he did something a little weird there, so we lost a little bit of time, but that's okay. He's getting up on a 1 count, so you'll notice that anytime a boxer gets up on a 1 count, you can just immediately get a star, use it on them, and they'll go right back down. So it's just kind of like in real life, they were trying to make it like, if you get up too fast from a knockdown, you're probably getting knocked down again quickly. So just a couple more stars here. Looks like we got a nice refill. Favorable refill. Ooh, we just barely got him before it. At 1 minute, he actually does a charging attack, but we were able to avoid that. So that's that with Honda. And we have a nice cutscene now, so if there's any donations you guys want to read, now is a good time.
All right, we got a $6.90 donation from Anonymous saying, "We stand talent." We also got a $15 donation from Anonymous again. No message, but thank you so much for the donations anyway.
All right, so coming up next, we're headed to the major circuit. The first fight we're going to have is against Don Flamenco. And Don Flamenco can be beaten very, very quickly if you're able to do a frame-perfect punch on him. And credit to Zallard1, who actually figured out a buffer strat that allows you to punch him on the exact frame of the fight that you need to punch him every single time. So we're going to open the fight by holding left and B. That's going to allow us to do a punch that he'll block, and then we'll dodge. We'll dodge again, hit him in the face, and then hopefully that'll get us a star. There it is. And he can't take a star punch, so he just goes down immediately. Don, he's got a bit of a weak chin. So he's going to get up, and then we can immediately knock him back down again. He's going to have a pretty low health refill. And that's going to be the end of him. So the way you win in this game, if you haven't noticed yet, is you can either win by knockout if Mario counts out the boxer, or if you get 3 knockdowns in the same round, then that's considered a TKO. So KO for Don. Up next is King Hippo. Now, King Hippo actually teaches you how to counterpunch in this game. You actually can't beat him unless you counter some of his attacks. So again, this game is really great about kind of ramping the difficulty up incrementally and also teaching you as you go. So King Hippo is completely random. The only time you can hit him is when he opens his mouth. Wow.
Wow. 42?
That's an
really
incredible
good
pattern from King Hippo. He rarely opens his mouth with that frequency. Normally you're going to lose quite a bit of time on him. He causes a lot of resets for people that speedrun this game. So so people must have been spamming Bless RNG in the chat or something. I don't know. That's an unusual pattern. I'm glad that we got it. So following up, we have Great Tiger, and there's actually no randomness in this fight whatsoever. And we're not going to get deep enough in the fight to see Great Tiger's special move, but he teaches you how to block. Okay, how to do a backup there. I actually mistimed that star punch. You could deal max damage to him. Do you want to just press and hold start, please? Nice knockdown, man. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Your turn.
Oh. Can I do this? Hold it down.
Just press and hold start. You got it, man.
Oh, wow.
Anyone can punch out.
Anyone can punch out.
Anyone can punch out, man. This is a co-op run now. We're teaming up on Great Tiger. He doesn't stand a chance. All right, so we're headed into Bald Bull. So Bald Bull is usually kind of a tough fight. There's some randomness to it, but the first phase is pretty set. So you can follow exactly what I'm doing if you're playing at home. Just follow exactly what I'm doing, and you'll get to knock him down on 17 seconds every time. So just give him a couple shots to the face, use a star, another face punch, another star, one more time, and then just a couple jabs to end it. And there you go, 17 seconds, he's on the canvas. We got a nice start. So everybody knows his secret move is the bull charge. That happens at 2 minutes. Our goal is just to beat him well before that 2-minute mark. Oh boy. All right, getting a weird pattern here, but that's okay. Okay, so we have 3 stars, which is important. Going into the third phase, you want to have as many stars as possible, so you can just kind of unload, because he's going to get a pretty hefty refill. Yeah, that's a big refill. The refills do vary in this game. Sometimes you can get a lower refill, get some good luck. But we'll take that. That's a nice, easy win on Bull. And once again, we're going to have a cutscene, so maybe a few more donations if we have some.
I'd like to take this moment to promote one of our partners.
All right.
Let's talk a little bit about ChronoGG. For every game sold through their website, a large part will be donated to charity. This is a site-wide campaign, so definitely consider taking a look, and maybe you'll find an offer great of the game that suits you. Today there's a special sale going on as well for the game Ruiner, currently only $9, so definitely if you want to play that game, make sure to check out the website soon, because stock is limited, so definitely check it out soon.
All right, so we made it through the first 2 circuits. Now is where the game gets very, very difficult. This is probably the most technical fight in the entire game. Not necessarily the most difficult, but it's up there. We have to do a lot of guard manipulations, and if things go well, we can avoid even letting this guy do a single punch. Uh-oh. That's okay, we're gonna have to go with a backup strat. So Piston Honda 2, thankfully, he always charges you at 1 minute. So we can get him down at a minute. Dodging. There we go. All right, so he's not going to get back up. He's down for the count. There's a lot of boxers that do these kind of charging attacks, but it doesn't always put them down for the count if you counter it. So thankfully, he's one of the ones that stays down. All right, so we're headed to Soda Popinski. He has a really interesting mechanic. It's kind of like the guys that get up on the 1 count and they instantly get knocked down by a star, except for his comes when you counter his uppercut. And the way that you do that is you actually have to block when he goes down to his uppercut, and he kind of gets confused and doesn't know what to do. So you're able to hit him in the stomach, like so, and then a star punch immediately knocks him down. So if you're able to do that 3 times, then the fight is over. And he gives you some stars pretty frequently. All right, there we go. That's 2. So he's pretty random, actually. He can continue throwing hooks, and you'll notice that the hearts in this game are actually your stamina. If you run out of hearts, Little Mac will turn pink, and you cannot punch at that time. You have to dodge until you regain your stamina, and then you can start punching again. Oh, wow, nice pattern. Wow, that's really fast. Anything that's under a minute on Soda Popinski is really, really fast. So another nice pattern there. And now we have Bull 2. So Bull 2, you can get a lot of stars off of him. You can kind of force him into doing these punches and then counter. Okay, that's a good start. All right, very little randomness in this fight. So we got a good first phase, and now what we need to do is just kind of force these punches that we can do a delayed counter to get a star. A lot of the punches in this game, you'll notice I'm kind of doing a delay before I hit them, and that's generally how you get the stars. All right, very good. So just one more knockdown. Now he's the one fighter that can actually get up on a 9 count, and he very annoyingly does it every single time. Like you always have that hope. You're like, oh, maybe he's gonna stay down this time. No, he's not. He's getting up. All right, there we go. That's the end of Bowl 2. So the reason that we have these rematches is because the memory in the Nintendo is limited, so they kind of had to do some rematches to reuse the same characters, and then a lot of the characters are actually palette swaps of one another. So for instance, Don Flamenco is a palette swap of Glass Joe. So this rematch is a little bit tricky. You have to counter a lot of his punches, and his punches come out a lot quicker than, it's kind of like faster than it looks. Oh, really? That was really unusual.
I mean, he also grew a shin this time. He can take a star punch now.
Yeah, I don't know why that last punch didn't connect. That was very strange. So we're gonna have a little bit of a slow time here. And he got a very big refill. So there's a semi-infinite combo against Don 2, which I'm about to show you. A lot of you know the infinite combo against Don 1 is just left, right, left, right, left, right. So on Don 2, it's actually left, left, right, as you'll see in a moment here. That's it. So it doesn't actually go on forever, but you can do it for a long enough time that you can beat him that way. So now we're down to the final 3 fights already, and the first one is going to be Sandman. I'm going to press select here, and I'm actually going to lose half of my health intentionally because I want to take a knockdown during this fight. and that's going to force him to do his triple uppercuts later in the fight, hopefully, and we'll be able to take advantage of that. But this is a really, really difficult fight. You have to do a lot of guard manipulation and fast dodging. I'm going to take this punch. Take one more punch. And then this is a buffer to make sure you get the delayed punch, which deals extra damage. So that's why you see me doing that little dodge to the side. Just guarantees the timing. Alright, so Sandman's going to do his very, very dangerous triple uppercuts now, and it's random when he does it, so you have to be kind of quick at dodging. Oh, that dodged a little too quick there. That's okay. Alright, we're going to have to take him out in a different way now. So one thing about this game is you can actually do the button inputs too quickly, and if you try to do a quick dodge too quickly, it'll just do a normal dodge, which is what happened there. But we can just fight him like this. So we're going to run out of stamina soon, so I have a couple options. I don't know, depending on the refill he gets, we may actually have to go to round 2 with Sandman, which would be unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. Yeah, this is probably going to round 2. Oof! Alright, barely made it. That was close. That was close. Closer than we'd like, but again, that fast dodging, you know, you get that adrenaline pumping, and you'll do left up too fast, and you will not do a quick dodge. So next up we have Super Macho Man. This is one of the most fun and exciting fights in the entire game. Super Macho Man will give you a lot of stars, and you get the opportunity to use a lot of stars. You do have to do some manipulations, because normally in a fight against Super Macho Man, he'll take 2 star punches and then he'll begin to dodge the rest of the star punches. But we have a way of manipulating his guard that will force him to take some extra star punches. Oh, I messed up. Okay. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, so now we can just kind of unload on him a little bit more. We have some stars in reserve. What? Okay. So 1 star punch left. We have to hope that he does a long delay so that we can get another star. But this is still going to be a fairly quick fight. Nice. That's the end of Macho. Okay, so next up we have the most difficult fight in the game. One of the most difficult characters to beat on the NES. It's going to be Mike Tyson, and there's only one way to beat him in round 1, and that is you have to get a lot of frame-perfect punches, like a lot. And you also have to get good luck. He's incredibly random. The delays between each of his punches can vary wildly, and he has a very long delay that he can do in the middle of the fight, which pretty much guarantees you're not going to beat him in round 1. So let's get that Bless RNG going in chat. We're going to need some good luck here. Okay, 108 is... This is interesting now. He may throw 3 uppercuts, he may throw 4. This is a dangerous situation. Oh no. Alright, well we can't beat him in round 1 now, unfortunately. Getting hit by Mike Tyson is not the path to victory. So he's going to get a big refill now as a result of getting hit there. That's kind of unfortunate. A massive refill, as a matter of fact. So there's no way that we can deal enough damage in time. So we're going to be headed to round 2, but that's okay. We can get some star punches in round 2. Nice little freeze frame there. Alright, so in round 2, you can start the round. This is an easy way. If you're trying to learn how to beat Mike Tyson, this is the easiest way to do it. Survive round 1, that's step 1. And then just block in the beginning of round 2, and as soon as he punches, you can just press B and you'll get a star. Just like that. Now you can only carry up to 3 stars at a time, but you can still keep hitting him. And then you can just unload on him. So his refills are going to be fairly large, again, because Mac has been damaged. But we can get another star right away with this buffer. Take him down pretty quick there. And we just need one more knockdown, and that's going to be that. So we'll get another star just in case. He could get a big refill here. And down goes Tyson. That's it. Time. There we go. All right, so that's Mike Tyson's Punch Out. And next up, I believe we have the Mexican Runner. So get ready for some Adventure Island 2.